In the world of fighter jets, the F-35 Lightning II is the undisputed superstar, stealthy, high-tech and loaded with cutting-edge firepower. That's where Sweden's Saab Gripen comes in. While the F-35 dazzles with its complexity, the Gripen is all about adaptability and survival. It's not just another fighter jet, it's a different philosophy of air combat, one that's built for the harsh realities of modern warfare. The F-35 needs sprawling, secure air bases and a small army of highly trained specialists to keep it flying. Its maintenance is a logistical ballet, requiring specialized equipment, climate-controlled hangars, and a constant flow of spare parts and technical support. In peacetime, this isn't a problem. But in a real conflict, these massive air bases become prime targets. The Gripen, it's designed to fight dirty, operating from highways, hidden strips, and anywhere but a target-rich airbase. With a small ground crew and minimal support, it can refuel and rearm in minutes, then vanish before the enemy can strike. It's a jet that thrives in chaos, built to keep flying even when the world around it is falling apart. This isn't about radar or missiles, it's about survival. In a world where airbases can be destroyed in minutes by missiles or drones, the ability to operate from almost anywhere is a game changer. The F-35 is built to dominate the skies, but the Gripen is built to survive on the ground, so it can actually get airborne. When the enemy is hunting for your runways, being able to launch from a frozen highway or a forest clearing isn't just clever, it's essential. Imagine a boxer forced to sleep in the ring, exposed and vulnerable, while his opponent vanishes into the crowd between rounds, impossible to pin down. That's the difference between the F-35 and the Gripen. The Gripen was engineered to outsmart this vulnerability. It's a jet that can hide, move and fight from places the F-35 can't even reach. In the contest of brute force versus cunning, sometimes cunning wins. The Gripen proves that survival isn't just about strength, it's about being clever, unpredictable, and always one step ahead. And that's the one trick the F-35 can't handle, the art of not being a target in the first place. To truly understand the Gripen, you first have to step into the shoes of Sweden during the Cold War, a nation surrounded by uncertainty, always alert, and constantly preparing for the worst-case scenario. Living right next to the Soviet Union, Sweden faced a daily reality where the threat of invasion or sudden attack was never far from anyone's mind. Swedish strategists knew that in the event of war, their air bases would be the first targets, vulnerable to bombings and missile strikes, potentially wiped out before a single jet could take off. Sweden's answer to this existential threat was both ingenious and practical: dispersal and resilience. Instead of relying on a few massive air bases, they spread their assets across the countryside. The idea was simple but radical: build a fighter jet that could survive by never being where the enemy expected, constantly moving, hiding, and reappearing from unexpected locations. From its very first blueprint, the Gripen was designed to operate from ordinary roads and makeshift runways, with minimal support infrastructure, and to be ready for action again in just minutes. It's a tough, straightforward machine, engineered so that even young conscripts with basic training could keep it flying under pressure, far from the comforts of a traditional base. This philosophy stands in stark contrast to the F-35, which is built around the assumption of safe, secure superbases with vast resources and high-tech support. The Gripen, on the other hand, is all about adaptability, showing up to the fight in any weather, on any road, no matter how tough the conditions or how sudden the threat. It's a survivor, built to endure, not just to impress on a parade ground or at an air show. That's the true genius of Swedish paranoia, transforming a constant sense of vulnerability into a powerful design principle, and turning survival itself into an art form. Dispersed operations aren't just theory, they're reality for the Gripen. This Swedish fighter jet was designed from the start to operate far from traditional air bases, giving it a unique edge in modern warfare. In a world where airfields are prime targets, the Gripen's ability to function independently is a game changer. It can take off from an 800-meter stretch of highway, hidden in plain sight. That means a quiet country road or a forest-lined stretch of asphalt can become a launch pad in minutes. The Gripen's pilots train regularly for these dispersed operations, practicing rapid takeoffs and landings on roads that look like any other. Sweden has dozens of these secret road bases, making the whole country a potential airfield. These hidden sites are scattered across forests and rural areas, blending into the landscape and making them nearly impossible to spot from above. For an enemy, targeting 5 airbases is easy. Finding 100 hidden road strips is impossible. This network of secret runways means the Swedish Air Force can scatter its jets, making them much harder to destroy in a surprise attack. When missiles hit the main base, the Gripens are already gone, ready to strike from somewhere unexpected. The enemy might think they've crippled Sweden's air power, but in reality, the jets are already airborne or hidden, waiting to counterattack. The Gripen's rugged design, sturdy gear, high engine intake, built-in power, lets it thrive where the F-35 can't even land. It can be refueled and rearmed by a small team right on the roadside and get back in the fight within minutes. It's a fighter that turns any road into a launch pad. That's the real game changer. Survivability, flexibility, and the power to strike back from anywhere, anytime. The Gripen's brilliance continues on the ground. A team of 6, some with minimal training, can refuel and rearm it in under 10 minutes. No fancy hangars, no massive support crew, just fast, simple pit stops. Essential gear fits in a shipping container, ready to move anywhere. The Gripen's simplicity means it keeps flying, even when the world falls apart. It was built for war, not for show. In a real fight, the jet that gets back in the air fastest wins. That's the Gripen's edge. The F-35 is a masterpiece, but it needs a perfect, vulnerable home. Its sprawling airbases are obvious targets, and a few missiles can shut them down. Destroy the runway, and the F-35s are trapped. The Gripen's philosophy is the opposite. Scatter, survive, and keep fighting from anywhere. Lose a base? The Gripens just move to the next road strip. There's no single point of failure. The F-35 assumes air superiority. The Gripen assumes chaos. In a world of long-range missiles, the Swedish approach looks smarter every day. The F-35 is expensive, over $44,000 per flight hour. The Gripen, about $4,700. That means more jets in the air, more training, and more pilots ready for combat. A bigger, cheaper fleet is harder to destroy and easier to keep flying. The Gripen's low cost is a direct result of its rugged, simple design. The F-35 is a Ferrari you can barely afford to drive. Countries like Brazil, Hungary, and even Ukraine are choosing the Gripen for its affordability and survivability. It's not just a smart buy, it's a practical one. The Gripen lets you fight more, for less. The Gripen's dispersal strategy is the antidote, vanishing from targets, fighting from anywhere. It's about resilience, not just firepower. The best jet is useless if it can't take off. The F-35 never learned this trick. In a changing world, the Gripen's philosophy of survival and flexibility is the future. It's not just outsmarting the F-35, it's outsmarting modern warfare itself.